Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, and if you don't know, I am in the middle of renovating a home in my hometown of Virginia Beach, Virginia. In my last video, I talked to you guys about how we got our floor installed by a contractor, but I received some questions and I felt like it would be a good time for me to step in and do a more sit-down video where I talk to you about how we went about actually purchasing the flooring, about how we end up selecting and choosing the flooring that we had installed. This video is actually only going to be talking about LVP flooring specifically just because that's what we went with, and it's actually becoming more and more popular. A lot of people are choosing this for their homes, so I wanted to provide you guys with a resource for just some more information before you go to the store and just choose a floor. And if I tried to go into every single flooring, we would literally be here all day. I really wanted to make this video quick and to the point so you guys can get all the information you need to make a good choice. So with LVP, there's actually 3 factors that are the most important things when making your selections. You want to look at, is it waterproof or is it water resistant? So that's number 1. Number 2 is the thickness, and then number 3 is the wear layer. And we'll get into exactly what that means later. So the waterproof or water resistance is pretty self-explanatory, but you want to know what you're getting yourself into for the lifetime of your flooring. You might have this in your house for 10, 15, 20 years, and you want to know if your floor is water resistant or waterproof. Will it stand up to the splashing out of a bathtub or a spill from your kitchen sink or your dishwasher overflowing? If those things happen, and those are things that happen in homes, you want to know what your actions moving forward are. Is your floor going to be okay? Maybe you need to pick up your boards and let them dry out and then you can reinstall them, or does it need to be replaced? So the thickness is the next factor that I want to talk about. The thickness is measured in millimeters, and you can find this information on the box of the flooring. You can find it on the tag in the store that you go to, or you can find it on the online website for whatever store you're going to get this flooring from. So for the thickness, the thickest floors range between 5 and 8 millimeters. Of course, the thicker you get, the more expensive these floors become. The thickness is one of the biggest factors that contributes to the higher cost. So the thickest flooring is between 5 and 8 millimeters. The 5 to 8 millimeter flooring is more durable and it can withstand more activity. That's dogs, that's kids, that's just a lot of people walking in your house, and it looks more like real wood. My preference was for a floor that was at least 5 millimeters, but I wasn't trying to go all the way to the 8. So we knew that this isn't a long-term house for us, but we still aren't interested in cutting any corners. So the 5 millimeters is going to do exactly what we need it to, and then whoever purchases this house after us, they will still have a really good, really durable floor. Okay, so the third factor is the wear layer, and this is like the bodyguard for your flooring. It is measured in thousandths of an inch, and they're called mils. The more wear layer you have between the decorative coating in the floor and the protective surface, the longer your floors will last and the more durable they will be. So if you live in a house and you have a lot of foot traffic or you have a pet, it's recommended for you to be between 12 mils and 20 mils. And we do have a dog, so we wanted to take that into consideration, and that's something that we just wanted to make sure we had a very durable floor. We aren't trying to just, get in here and make a quick buck. We wanted to actually put quality products in this house, but do so in a way where we're not blowing our budget on unnecessary upgrades, but we are still giving the future buyers a really, really good product. So like I told you before, our parameters were that we wanted a waterproof floor with at least a 5 millimeter thickness and a 12 mil wear layer. So now we found the floor that we love. Now it's time to get to installing it. A huge thing that I'd like for you to consider before you go and actually purchase your flooring is how many different types of flooring do you have in your home? And this is like a big thing for me because I like no transitions in my house. I have one floor in every room, in every closet, in every bathroom, in the kitchen, in every space in this house. It is one floor, so there's no transitions at the doorways or entryways. But for you, if you have a tile in your kitchen, a different tile in your bathroom, a hardwood, a carpet in your den, a different carpet upstairs in your bedrooms, just how many different floors do you have? How many different transitions do you have? Can you create a space where there's one seamless floor in your house? So if you're thinking about changing your carpet and you're thinking about redoing either some laminate or whatever you're trying to redo, potentially do all of those things at the same time so you can avoid having transitions in your house. So even if you have just 2 rooms and maybe you have 2 different types of laminate, if you do those 2 rooms at the same time, you can avoid having transitions. They can flow one room into the other. So that's something to consider before you purchase the floor so you can know exactly how many square feet you need to purchase. And just as a disclaimer, if that's what you like, do what you like. I promise you, do what you like. But for me, in my house, I'm gonna have 1 floor. I'm gonna just have 1 floor. You can layer with rugs and things like that to break up and introduce different textures, but I just really like 1 consistent flooring, and it shows really well, especially if you are getting ready to sell a house. But at the end of the day, just do what fits your needs and your style and design. Okay, so now let's talk about the timing of your flooring projects. And by timing, I don't mean like how long it's gonna take to install. I mean when you should actually install your flooring. So if you are doing a renovation like we are, you are gonna wanna wait to do your flooring until after any walls have been knocked down, if you're changing your floor plan of the house, anything like that. And then also you wanna wait until after your walls have been painted or the ceilings have been painted. You do not wanna install all these brand new floors and then get paint all over them. And of course you can cover them, but it's much easier to just wait until after that's already done. And then you're also gonna wanna do your flooring before you install any kitchens. You wanna do this because if you ever in the future want to change the layout of your kitchen, you do not want to be bound by the flooring. So in our house, we just installed a kitchen, brand new layout, different than what they had previously. We did install the floors before we installed this kitchen. If the next people who own this house do not like this kitchen and they wish to change this kitchen or just the layout, they can do so without interrupting the floor or having to search for this flooring or redo the entire kitchen just because there's missing planks. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about in this video is something that I was unaware of before we started the flooring project. So if I had installed this floor, I would have started in the biggest room in the house. So you first walk in the house, there's the entryway, but that leads directly into the big living room in the house. That is where I would have started and made all the other spaces essentially connect off of that. However, the contractor who installed the floors, who does this for a living, told me that you're actually supposed to start on one side of the house and start either on the left side or the right side of the house and go to the other side of the house. He started in my office, this room that I'm in right now, and he started here and went from left to right across the house. Of course, he had to backtrack in a couple of rooms like the den, but that's how he made sure that all the floor lined up exactly how it was supposed to. So that's just a tip that I learned, something that I learned throughout this process. So that is all of the tips that I have for you guys today. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to leave them down below. If you're interested in me doing a video like this for other types of flooring like tile and laminate and carpet, of course, if you're interested in that, just leave a comment down below. Thank you guys for all of the support so far throughout this renovation. I really appreciate this support and all the love that I've received. Thank you for watching this video. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. See you guys in the next renovation video.